episode. Gas Network presents sports for the culture.
I'm here with the family.
Price, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Malo,
Gruff Lion,
T-Boogie, man.
to the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's show. Today it's your boy D-Malo as your host, and today we're gonna start off with some serious topics. And let me just finish introducing myself. I would just like to say the Yankees are just stinking it up the joint right now. I know we're not talking too much about baseball, but right now we just got to get it together, man. But besides that, bottom left, introduce yourself.
Hey, T-Boogie, man. Y'all know what it is. I don't know why my printer going off right now, but I'm here, ready to have a good show. I think my palm tree dying out on me. I don't know what's going on. It's been a long run. We got to make it at least a year, so hang in there, buddy. But hey, it's still COVID out here. It's variants out here. The Johnson & Johnson ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Stay clean, stay safe, wash your hands, wash your ass. Let's go.
Top left.
Yeah, you know, if it ain't right, it ain't right. A lot of things ain't right, for real. So, you know, I'm rocking the distress hat. You know what time it is. It's Gruff Lion, GoodAssSports. We got some good things coming your way. I need a little cleanup. Barber went totally rogue on me, but that's cool. Distress hat. I'm feeling real distressed today. And you feel me? We still can't breathe up in this joint. So it's a lot to talk about.
Bottom right.
Yeah, definitely a lot to get into on tonight's show, man. But like G, my baseball team, man, they're going through some struggles right now. Nationals, what's going on, man? We got to get it together. But we got some serious topics to get into, man. So G, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, man. Last year we got the unfortunate passing of Earl Simmons, aka DMX, and I know we all took it pretty hard, man, because a lot of us grew up with him. I know, especially T did. I don't want to say T age, but besides that, man, fellas, tell us some of your greatest memories about DMX, or what inspired you guys growing up or listening to him.
I mean, I pop it off since that's my age, apparently. Honestly, DMX is my first favorite rapper. I mean, it's literally the first actual CD I purchased for myself. Y'all know what CDs are? I know y'all a little younger than me. Y'all had CDs?
I had
I'm
CDs.
assuming y'all had CDs.
I had CDs.
So, yeah. First CD, surprised my parents let me get it, actually. I had the pleasure of seeing them at the Cash Money Rough Riders tour down at the MCI Center. That's what it was called back then. It's the Verizon Center now, but I think it was MCI Center.
Capital
I think it just
One.
changed. I was Capital One. See, keep switching.
Yeah.
It used to be USA, but you know what I'm saying? Incredible performance, man. Incredible energy. If you YouTube any DMX performance, all you see is the energy, man. He did the prayer. He did all his hits. I'm just glad I got to see him and experience that. And just a huge fan of the movie, man. The first 3 albums, I love them all, man. But the first 2 specifically, man, classics.
Yeah, no, it's a shame, man. It's always a shame when a legend dies, you know. But I mean, he got a lot of love, man. A lot of love, and you know, he was always close to God in his music, and you know, he all this them prayers and joints in the album. You know, he was obviously, you know, a man that had a lot of deepness, a lot of things going on in his life, but you know, he always maintained and he always stayed real, and I think that's why people appreciated him. I mean, we had a Prince somewhere that died this week as well, and DMX got more love than the Prince. So I think that just is testament to just what it is, you know, and what he's done to the world in the world of music and entertainment, and just more than that, just man, it's like they said in The Sandlot, you know, they say legends never die, you know what I'm saying? So X, man, he never died, man. Every time you play that song, the dog is upon us, bro. So R.I.P. dog. I know you out there. You know, I ain't gonna pour it because I'm inside, but you know, this one's for you.
I feel that.
Yeah, man. DMX, man. I could go all night on DMX. Grew up listening to him, much like T. T's not too much older than me, so let's keep the age out of this. But yeah, man, I never got to see X in concert. I would have loved to see X in concert. he was the kind of artist that you got artists that are lyrical and they paint a picture and you can visualize what they're saying. He had that skill, but he also had the skill of you felt the energy, like whether you were at the show or just listening in your car, like you could feel that man's energy. Listen to it before football games, anytime you were trying to get hyped to do anything. That was the man that you were putting on. And it didn't matter who you were. X had mad crossover appeal. When you talk about impact on the culture, DMX is a legend by that standard for sure. I mean, he's like, I know people of all walks of life that will throw on a DMX song and enjoy it in the same way that I will. So I mean, he transcends the culture and everything. I mean, like Earl Simmons, DMX is the truth.
Oh, I can't hear you, G.
Yeah.
Having a little technical difficulty.
Yeah. Can't hear you, bro. It's all good.
And we're getting the feedback.
We're gonna let him get right. We're gonna let him get right.
Let him marinate off the air a little bit. But I'm gonna pick back up, man, because like I said, DMX was my first favorite rapper. So, you know what I'm saying? This one kind of felt this. It's always rough to watch somebody that really did so much in such a short rest in peace, baby. To just did so much in a short amount of time, man. Oh, we back.
We know.
Nope.
Oh man. We don't got G right now, but yeah, like when you lose somebody that did so much in such a short amount of time, it's always tough. And one thing I appreciate about X, I like a guy, I feel like he's being himself in his music, not just an image. Yeah. Off the camera, on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Interviews in the street. I know people that's met him personally. Everybody said the same thing. He's the same guy. He's genuine. He was always himself. You knew what you was going to get. And you can't do nothing but respect that, especially in this age of clout chasing and just performance entertainment, performance hip hop, last of a dying breed for real.
Yeah, I mean, DMX is the definition of real. You mentioned his prayers. The same energy he has when he's rapping and singing songs all hard and stuff is the same energy he has in the prayers. So I've never met DMX, but I have no doubt that he was exactly who he said he was.
Should have gave him an Oscar for Belly. You know what I'm saying? That Wise and Lockheed, one of my favorite movie scenes. But Tommy Buns, man, that was a great character, man. I know Bryce, talked about yesterday. Was it Romeo Must Die?
Yeah,
come on, man. They paired DMX up with Jet Li. You know what I'm saying?
And I even love the Steven Seagal joint. What was it? Exit Wounds?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was tough. Ain't nothing better than Belly though. Belly is definitely on another level.
Yeah, that was my joint. Let's see if we can get G this time.
How about now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Verizon just came through for the boy.
I had to pay my bill real quick, guys. Had to pay my bill.
My man said he watched Belly 3 times this weekend. Don't rob nobody. D-Money. Don't rob nobody. D-Money
coming different
with a brick.
Hey, the shorty from Belly was a baddie too. She was always iconic. They had the little,
Keisha.
There you
Keisha
go.
and Belly.
Yes,
that conversation with Keisha in the side jump. Now that's a classic scene.
Yeah. That's
very
a real
true.
One.
Very true.
That's a real one.
Are we not gonna talk about DMX is the reason why some of us still wear Timbs in the summer?
I don't wear Timbs in the summer, man. That sound like a bad
idea. I'm not gonna lie, yo. DMX is the Thanos of all Tim colors. My man, if you ever look at all his pictures, for every fit, my man was Tim coordinated. I gotta give him that one. And I think you meant Cradle to the Grave. That's the one that Bryce was talking about.
Okay, that's Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah, it was Cradle to the Grave. That's the one with him and Jet Li actually worked together.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't think he was in Romeo Must Die, or was he?
No, he was, but he
was in both.
Small role. That was more like the Aaliyah movie with Jet Li.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
Right.
That's another one gone too soon.
X has done so much.
If we think about it, X was like The first person to ever put God in his music before Kanye West. No one
Yeah.
thinks about that when we think
Yeah.
about it. Before Jesus Walks, there was DMX.
Nah,
The first,
hey, that's a good point, G. He was praying in the you know what I'm saying, on the first album. And you can't
that
skip the
Mhm.
prayer.
you
Yeah, he kept
can't.
that.
You
He kept it
really
that way from the
can't.
beginning.
If you skip the prayer, I can't trust you.
Yo, no cap. Very true. And like his album cover, the second one, right? Hell is Hot. No, yeah, Hell is Hot.
Yeah, the
It's
second
dark
one.
and
The
hell
one
is
with
hot.
the blood, with the one with the
Yeah.
Yeah, he covered
blood
in
and the
blood.
blood tab.
Crazy.
That joint was crazy. That's the craziest cover of all time, in my opinion. The fact that he gave it all out there.
That's a
So
That's
fact.
an iconic that's an iconic cover. I say it's up there with the
Very
doggy
true.
style cover.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
that's a
it's an
good one.
iconic
Mm.
cover. Cause I
for
you
different
before you even
reasons.
started
Yeah.
describing it, I already knew.
Right? Like that's the cover. Like yeah, when you think about DMX, think about that cover.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to the dog, man.
Rest in peace.
There's some other serious topics that we're gonna get into as well, though. I don't know who wants to kick this one off.
So I'm
I
gonna
jump in. I mean,
go ahead.
I don't know all the exact details because I intentionally tried to stay away from this a little bit. But the young man Daunte Wright, what was he? 20, 21,
20.
20? Not even 21, man. It's incredible. It's crazy. He was pulled over for a traffic stop. I guess he had a warrant out for his arrest, and within that traffic stop, he was killed by a female police officer that shot him and basically said that she was trying to tase him. I did watch the video once. I didn't really dissect it. It's kind of sickening, to be honest with you, but she appears to yell taser, taser, taser to alert the officers that she's going to shoot her taser, fire a taser, but she's holding her sidearm. From everything I've seen, heard, and read, that your taser is typically on the opposite side of your body. It's lighter, it's a different color, so that you don't make that mistake. But somehow she finds a way to make that mistake after a 25-year run as an officer. And here we are, another black man gunned down, unarmed by police. And from what I understand, this is only 10 or 15 minutes away from where George Floyd was murdered. And with that case is being tried right now. I think we're 2 or 3 weeks into that case. So it's kind of unfortunately ironic that here we go again, you know what I'm saying, back to square one. And, I don't know, man, enough's enough. Like I said, I purposely didn't try to read too much and watch too much because it's only so much you could take as a person. Sometimes you got to filter things and keep yourself up and, self-care and that sort of thing. But crazy situation. So what are you guys' thoughts on that, man? I know it's a big trending issue right now.
Well, T, much
Yeah.
like you, I've been trying to, tread lightly with it. I haven't dove in it too much, but it's hard to even get on the internet at all and not see anything about it. I just want to say the officer in question, Kim Porter, I think she resigned tonight. Her and the police chief or something like that. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota, but be careful out there if you're out in Minnesota. Um, it's sickening, like T said, she's been on the force for 20 some years. I think she was like the president of the union, and she mistaked her pistol for a taser, or her taser for a pistol. Like those are the kind of mistakes you cannot make. Like that, it's ridiculous. And the fact that she hasn't been fired or charged with murder yet is also ridiculous. I mean, the other day here in Virginia, there was a police officer who stopped a military person, a black man who was in his military uniform for a traffic violation similar to this, and he pepper sprayed him. Well, that officer got fired, and I don't understand. I know it's state by state laws, but I don't understand how that happens here, and that officer gets fired, and then she does that, and she can quit, not even get fired. She can quit on her own. So I mean, there's all kinds of issues. It kind of gets my blood boiling. But I'm gonna let someone else jump in because it's hard to not get angry and upset about things like this.
No, I agree with both of you guys, man. At this point, is the real question is 8 months really good enough training to become a police officer? Like I talked a couple to my friends that are from the military, And when you talk to them, and when I ask them the question, is like, their number one thing is that cops don't go through enough stress training as rigorous as the ones in the military, to where you know what is your
Right,
firearm
3
and what
months.
is your target support. It's supposed to be like, see, some departments do 3 months, and from my coworkers and a couple of my friends from the military, they tell me stress training is what needs to be more used in those academies. So that way an officer knows what he's gonna do in any kind of rigorous moment that he or she is put herself into. So like mistakes like that is like, that's not even a mistake. They just blatantly like disregard of what they're actually doing at that point. 20 years at this point, like, you gotta say, come on now, like, you gotta know the difference between your gun and a taser.
You have to know,
And
man. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought
it's
about it.
gotta know.
unacceptable. It's
How
unacceptable.
how easy or hard of a mistake is it? And then I thought about it today as I was getting dressed, and I reached in my sock drawer, and I realized I could tell the difference between one of my dress socks and a standard like Adidas sock. And I mean, it's really that simple. I mean, I understand you could be scared, you could be in a panic state, but what was the fear? What was the threat? You know what I mean? Like that's the bigger issue, right? After 25 years, I mean, it really is inexcusable. You can't make an excuse. After 1 year, I would still call it inexcusable. But I mean, it's just sad from every angle, every avenue. I always think back to like all the kids growing up now, and they got to watch this consistently. You know, when I was growing up, wasn't a lot of camera phones. Police didn't have body cams. This is stuff you might have heard about. I mean, you certainly heard about it. You might have seen police brutality once in a while, but now these kids are really watching people that look like them, sound like them, dress like them, talk like them, murdered almost on a month-to-month basis at this point. And you know, my heart goes out to the kids, you know, because I can only imagine how they'll be affected by this down the line, you know, what they'll tell their kids.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second, maybe second, maybe more, but just second in the recent amount of time that we've had another situation within Minneapolis Police Department specifically. Minneapolis being one of the more notoriously racist, I guess you could say, police departments over in history. You know, right along up there with Baltimore PD, Chicago, and a couple others. But you know, and Ferguson was also pretty terrible as well. But man, it's crazy, man. But you know, it's just ultimately, man, it's like you said, G. Like how you gonna make somebody go through all this schooling to uphold the law, lawyers, right? You know, protect and serve and shit. That's what they're supposed to be doing. But they got 3 months. They giving cats guns. 25 years. You know, it's a lot, man, coming in, and it's just unfortunate. And you know, I don't got the answer for you, but I just know that, you know, there's got to be more barriers to entry for police, and it's got to just be a different standard. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't that. And you know, I'm glad the teams decided to pause and everything, but the pause is just, you know, it's just a short term solution to a long term problem, man. So it's just, you know, just troubling overall.
I mean, one thing I saw, right, just going through the tweets and you know, on a couple people's Facebook pages and some of the comments, the stuff that popped out to me, because like I said, I didn't really try to read too much into it, but like the stuff that popped out was a certain group of people saying, why didn't he comply? And it's like, not complying should not be a death sentence. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your age is. Like, not to mention, there are a list of Black people that didn't even get a chance to comply. You know what I mean? Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland. I mean, the list goes on. So if someone's throwing you that argument, I would advise not even to engage in that conversation, because they already made their mind up, and you know which way they're leaning.
Yeah, I wouldn't give any of my energy to any of the "why didn't you comply" crowd. That's a big load of bullshit. Why doesn't the officer know the difference between her taser and her gun? Why is she training another officer while this is happening, but she doesn't know the difference between her taser and her gun? So don't. If anyone says, "why didn't he comply?" I hope you're talking to him on the internet. Or if you say that to me, I hope it's online, because I'm liable to slap the shit out of you, to be honest. Don't come at me with the why didn't they comply? Because that's nonsense at this point. You obviously aren't even paying attention to anything that's going on if that's your train of thought. So I have no energy for those type of people.
Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, we don't got to really have another one of these discussions. But knowing the way the police operate in this country, sooner or later, unfortunately, sad as it is to say.
Yeah, but yeah, let's keep it pushing, man. On the something a little bit more sports related, you know, because sports is one of them things that just always just make you feel good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like the stock market too. So we gonna combine the sports and the stock market for this next segment. You know what time it is. It's the NBA buy or sell. You feel me? You know, a brother like me, I buy and I sell things all day. You know what I'm saying? So the NBA stock market is where I get my most gains. You feel me? But we're going to kick it off to the NBA buy or sell. And the first thing on the chopping block is the Golden State Warriors. Are the Golden State Warriors a playoff team? Buy or sell? T, I'm gonna start with you.
I need you to start with me. I'm selling, man. You gotta sell. I think Steph just went off for like 50, but I'm selling. They don't have enough. I thought about it and I was like, why are they losing? I mean, realistically, Clay's gone, but you got Wiggins, you got Oubre. You did just draft Wiseman #2, and I'm like, why can't Kerr right the ship? You have a legitimate superstar, right? A guy that we mentioned with the Hardens, with the Kyries. But why can't Steph Curry lift this roster? And I think it has to do with just Clay. I think Clay was more pivotal than most people would imagine. I mean, he was a guy that could score the ball without needing the ball. Draymond Green appears to be like just a shell of himself at this point. And Wiggins and Oubre, from night to night, you don't know what you're going to get. Or you do. Or you do know what you're going to get, and it's not going to get you over the hump. But it's a sell. Even if they get to the play-in game and they win a game, and they magically get the 8th seed, they're getting swept. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sell. See Steph next year, man.
Gee, you shaking up your head up and down. Why don't you buy or sell?
I am selling, just like what T said. It's like they're guaranteed to win you one playing game, right? But then they got to go to the best of 3, and I can't see them being best of 3 against any of those teams, because they could either go against the Spurs, they could either go against the Wizards or Milwaukee. The Mavericks. I mean, so yeah, I can't see him being Dallas best out of 2, best out of 3.
Nah, that's
I was about to drop your box again. G.
Wow.
Oh, like the Wizards and the West
for a second.
But the Mavericks do look like the Wizards, so I'm gonna let you pass on that. But Rome, you buying or selling, bro?
I gotta buy it. I'm gonna buy it, man. I got faith in Curry, man. I think, unlike T, I think he can lift the team up. I mean, we got some games left in here. We got the buy-in or whatever, or the play-in. I mean, so I'm gonna buy it. I think Steph Curry is a bona fide superstar. I think he's legit. I think he's gonna have to. If he doesn't, then we're gonna have to start questioning: does he really deserve to be up there with those other guys? Because those other guys can elevate a team at least into the playoffs. But I believe in Steph Curry. I think he's the greatest shooter of all time. So I'm buying it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Ron. I'm buying it too. I see them at the 10th seed right now, and that qualifies them for a play-in spot. And who you taking in the play-in game? You gonna take the Warriors, or you gonna take the Spurs? Grizzlies. I mean, I think out of all those teams, Mavericks too. I think the Mavericks probably get in, and I think the Warriors probably get in. You got Steph Curry. So I think there's a good shot they end up getting in. I don't see any world where the Spurs get in. So I don't see that likely. The Grizzlies are a good young team, but I just, like who you got? I think playoff team. I'm not asking for much, Steph, but I mean, I think it could at least be a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? Just at least a playoff team.
Yeah, get in there and get swept.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't think Steph Curry gets swept by anybody, but that's just me. But hey, another good team that's actually one of the better teams in the Western Conference. Definitely, I'd say top three, and that's the Denver Nuggets. They had a huge blow this morning when it was announced that Jamal Murray is going to be out for most likely the remainder of the season with an ACL injury. Now, that leaves the Nuggets a little bit reeling from that injury. And, they were considerably, I'd say, one of the biggest threats to the Lakers for the Western Conference. So the question here on the buy or sell is, are the Nuggets still a threat? Are you buying the Nuggets as a threat still in the West? Rome, I'm going to start with you.
Nah, bruh. Nah, I gotta sell it. Without Murray, I don't see it. I mean, I think they'll be in the playoffs, obviously, and I mean, but what are they gonna do now? Like a threat to win the title? I can't buy that.
Okay, fair. T, what about you?
No, not a threat. I mean, as it stands, right? I think they're a fourth seed. Lakers are a fifth. They would have to, if everything held, they would have to play the Lakers in the first round. They were gonna lose with Murray, right? If they played the Lakers in the first round, without him, they're still gonna lose. What you're hoping is Michael Porter Jr. to take that leap and can kind of fill that void a little, but the gap is just too big in experience for me. I mean, I think Michael Porter probably has more upside than Jamal Murray, but right now he's not equipped to just hold down that superstar spot. So no, not a threat. Come back next year with Steph and Clay. Try to make it happen.
Okay, so that's two people that are not buying. G, are you buying the Nuggets still as a threat?
Yes, to get out the first round. Yes. Giving up matchups, yes, because you're talking about.
You adding stuff to the question or what? But
yeah, no,
that's fine. That's one way to take it. That's one way to take it. You say so, yes. So you think they can still make a run?
Yeah,
getting out the first round.
If they fall down to the 7th seed, right? They could go against the Suns. Talk about an unexperienced team in the playoffs. That the Nuggets are still kind of loaded. You talk about Nurkic is considered the MVP center right now. He's one of those centers that he's going to. Joker's going to be. He's an MVP conversation right now. I think you do take them to get out the first round, depending on who the matchup is. Because I think they could beat the Suns. So yeah, I'll buy. I'll buy for first round. Second,
no. I mean, it's a loose definition. What you would consider a threat. I mean, a team that gets out the first round. I mean, I guess you could consider that a threat. I mean, to me, a threat. I mean, a threat to the Lakers, like a threat to the championship, potentially coming out the West. I thought they maybe had a chance. So, I mean, clear to say they're not a threat to the Lakers, though, right, G? In your opinion, that of course.
But who's a threat to the Lakers in the West? I don't think nobody's a threat to the Lakers.
No, the Clippers.
Okay.
The Suns.
No, not even the Clippers. We're not about to say the Clippers now. We're not about to say the Clippers.
Hold on. We're gonna talk about the Clippers. We are gonna talk about the Clippers. But before we talk about the Clippers, I'm gonna buy the Nuggets. You know me, man. I buy the stock when it's low, and I'm about to make that thing sizzle. So make sure y'all get this on tape. Make sure y'all pay attention. Y'all focus your cameras right now, because I'm about to tell y'all what's about to go down. Michael Porter Jr., I'm telling you, he has all the talent to step up into this situation. Jamal Murray, yes, he had a great playoffs last year. Jamal Murray is a really good prospect, and he had a really good step up last year. You know, the Nuggets are such a loaded team. In my opinion, the Nuggets are the deepest team in the NBA. They got really next man up mentality. They got prospects on prospects on prospects. You know what I'm saying? I scout these draft prospects. I know y'all might not believe in it. I know my things, man. And every year the Nuggets draft guys right off my board, and I'm just like, how did they get this guy? R.J. Hampton, another dude. I think he's a stud, you know. But like, it's next man up. It's next man up. They've got talent on talent. And Michael Porter Jr., he's not exactly the type of player that Murray is, because he's not a combo guard. But what he is a guy that can play your 2 or 3. He can give you big time buckets. He's a guy that can benefit from a higher usage situation. He's been chomping at the bit trying to get the situation, because when he got back and they had to play together, he was having a hard time getting his flow right. Now he gonna have all the shots he needs He can step up. I think he has Kobe-esque type of game in the sense that he's a very young player that can make a run on a playoff team and be a huge difference maker. So I don't think the Nuggets are out of it one bit. I think it's next man up, and I think Michael Porter Jr. is in prime position to be the main beneficiary. So let me go ahead and say this. Michael Porter Jr. going to probably be the hottest thing in the NBA in about a month or two. I'll give it about a month or two. And all y'all going to run back to this tape. And remember, I told you so. Michael Porter Jr. is about to have a crazy rest of this season. Mark it down, April 13th, 2021. I'm telling you right now, I don't need no crystal ball. Just mark it down, man.
Yeah.
So how far are they going in the playoffs, man?
They could make the Western Conference Finals easily, but they're going to make it at least past the first round, like G said. But they could easily make the Western Conference Finals with Michael Porter Jr. making a nice little,
So they
So
threatened
beating
the
the Clippers
Lakers.
again?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to have to play the Clippers, but yeah, I mean, I like them against the Clippers. I like them against the Suns. I just don't like them against the Lakers.
well, they just lost
They're
Steph
against the
Curry
champ.
last night. We selling the
Yeah,
Warriors,
well,
but
We selling the Warriors
So-
and buying the Nuggets. Let's get into the Clippers, man. I need to know your take on the Clippers now, Scrub.
oh, you need to know my take. Okay. The Clippers are definitely not a contender. I mean, this is the most clear as I could be in any situation. The Clippers are definitely not a contender. I mean, they had no point guard at all. Then they got Rajon Rondo, and I appreciate them getting Rajon Rondo, but then they got rid of this thing that made them great, which was Lou Williams, and they lost Montrezl Harrell. I was already reeling from that. Now they lost their two best bench six men to bring Rondo off the bench. Nah, man, I ain't buying it at all. I'm not buying it at all. Nice little win tonight against the Pacers. So, yeah, I like them against teams like that. But, I mean, like, what are you talking about here, bro? I mean, what are we talking about here, bro? Like, Pacers, I mean, yeah, okay. But, yeah, the Clippers are, if they go head-to-head against – I take the Suns over the Clippers. I'll take the Nuggets over the Clippers. I'll take the Blazers over the Clippers. And I'll take the Jazz and the Lakers over the Clippers. So that's what I think of the Clippers. Sell.
this got to be some of the worst advice I heard all year, man. How are you buying a Jamal Murray-less Nuggets? You know what I'm saying? But you're selling skip scrub. That's what we should have did. Skip it. The heck? Like, playoff Rondo. I mean, Rondo is the closest thing to a coach on the floor that you're going to get other than Chris Paul. When you're talking about leading a team, it's Brady, Chris Paul, then Rondo. I mean, the guy has proven to be able to manage two superstars and get it done. And just having him in your locker room, having him being able to help other players that, to make a playoff run. Kawhi has made a playoff run. Rondo has obviously made that playoff run too, but Paul George hasn't. Evidenced by how he played in the bubble. Playoff P was horrible. He can't possibly play that bad with Rondo on the roster. Rondo will get him in position to win offensively. Defensively, George is going to play ball regardless. I think the Clippers are a sleeper. I really think they are.
Bro, they got Rondo, and then they got rid of one of their best scorers, man. All they're going to have is Rondo and him getting the ball. That's it.
I mean, look, this Clippers team went to Game 7 last year with Paul Pierce playing terribly, and Kawhi didn't even play that well as well. So you get both of those guys going, man. Kawhi himself is a top 5 guy.
No, T. That was not this Clippers team. That was the Clippers team that had two of the best bench players, the best bench in the NBA. This Clippers team has no such type bench. No such thing. No such thing.
If the bench was so great, why didn't it lift them last season? If Lou Will and Trez was so great, why didn't that catapult them to the next level? It's because, I mean, scoring is scoring. It's one of the most overrated stats. Lou Will, I love Lou Will, but scoring comes down to field goal attempts. He takes a lot of shots. He scores. Those shots can go to other guys. I'm sure they'll score too.
Here's a crazy concept for NBA GMs, yo. Just hear me out. maybe, just because you didn't win the championship, your team's not broke. So you don't necessarily got to fix it. So I think they did a little too much. I get the Rondo addition, but you're losing some of your identity in the process, and I just don't love it, and I never really did. So that's really.
I mean, they added Boogie. They added Boogie.
Yeah.
You know,
come on, Boogie.
I don't
Boogie
need
been on every team in the last 3 years. Come on, man. Everybody added Boogie. Come on, bro.
I mean, the Boogies gotta stick together.
Yeah, I feel that. I do feel that. Okay, I respect it. Rome, you buying or selling the Clippers, man?
I'm buying the Clippers, man. I don't think you can just fake on a Kawhi Leonard team. They added Rondo. Rondo is like T said, man. He's a leader. He's gonna put George in a better position. He's gonna make players better. He's gonna get people open. And I think the Clippers are definitely a threat. I mean, you have no faith in Kawhi Leonard now. Like he's just falling off the face of the earth now that we got KD back. I think the Clippers are not only a contender. I think they're probably the biggest threat next to the Jazz or the Suns. I mean, if you name the top 4 teams, they're probably right there in it with the Lakers.
Kawhi is to me, Kawhi's overrated. It is what it is. Like he's not better. He's not better than LeBron. He's not better than KD. He's not better than Giannis.
He has more rings than Giannis.
Okay.
I'm putting Kawhi above Giannis.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, all right. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, I feel you on that. But Kawhi hasn't. He's just like, I don't know, man. He can barely play. Like, you know, he just be missing games all the time.
He can barely play. Wow. Now you are on some skip scruff. Like Kawhi can barely play. Come on.
No, I'm not saying he can barely play. I'm just saying like he misses a lot of games. Like to me,
Kawhi is better.
To me, he's not in that 1A conversation anymore. He's in the second tier of best players in the league. He's not in the top tier of players in the league. Nothing to do with Paul George. He's a little bit better than Paul George, but like I'm talking about LeBron James. I'm talking about Kevin Durant. I'm talking about the best players in the NBA. Top 3, top 5.
I would say he's in that conversation.
Kawhi Leonard, everybody on the 76ers. He's better than every single player in the 76ers.
I don't know if he's better than Joel Embiid. You know?
What is Joel Embiid won?
And at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard. I'll take Kawhi Leonard. I'll take my team over their team any day. So I can keep that.
Hey man, Kawhi's a dog. He got guys like Pascal Siakam a ring. He's a stud. Rondo is going to lift those guys. Playoff basketball is different. Certain teams, especially older teams, the Lakers, Clippers, you just feel like they're waiting for the playoffs to really, you know what I'm saying, buckle down, play defense, play hard night in, night out. They're just maintaining until it counts. And I understand that. I can respect it. A lot of DMPs.
So are we saying we're seeing the Clippers getting out the West?
No. Hell no.
Yes.
Nah. They're not beating the Lakers.
I think they could beat the Lakers.
They'd be lucky if they get out the first round.
Come on.
They might not get out the first round.
You're bugging now. Come on, man.
Everybody can't get out the first round, G. You just said the Nuggets were about to get out the first round.
The Lakers are in the 5th seed right now.
Depending on who they fall down to.
How are the Lakers better than the Clippers? Like, what are they doing better than the Clippers right now?
What do you mean? What are they doing better than them?
The Clippers. The only thing the Clippers are doing better than the Lakers is not playing their stars. That's it. LeBron had to sit down because he plays too much. Oh, but we're gonna hold that against LeBron, though, right?
Nah, I respect him for doing it, but look how it turned out. He's hurt right now. He can't help the team. LeBron isn't hurt.
He's hurt. That's what I'm saying. He's hurt right now.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
But that's why you can't say, oh, let's look at what the Lakers are doing. Look at what the Clippers are doing. LeBron is out. Look at what the Lakers are doing when LeBron is not out. And then talk to me about the Clippers.
So is LeBron going to come back healthy at his age? Yeah. He's going to come back and get 100.
Yeah. When is he not? He's not normal, bro. He's not Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't have limitations. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all know what I say, man. Old age is an injury. He was already injured by nature of being old. You know what I'm saying? Now he's actually injured.
Here's my little conspiracy on it. LeBron, he's not the type to just, oh, I got to take some time off. So he had to be injured to take this time off. He dropped a Space Jam trailer. Like, LeBron's a busy man, bro. Like, he had to take a little bit of a breather, get his legs back under him, do some promo for Space Jam. He gonna be right back, bro. The playoffs gonna come. He's gonna sit right back on the throne. It's gonna be good. You're gonna be hating on him in the playoffs like always. We're gonna have a good time with it.
Yeah. Those roster report things, man, those
Super
are so
spicy.
easily maneuverable. Actually, I'm injured right now, but you would never even know it. You would never.
I'm pretty sure
it.
my man Bryce is out tonight with a hammy anyway, right?
Yeah, man. So we got one last one on the NBA buy or sell. This one's actually not a buy or sell. This is a buy or buy. Market manipulation. God bless you. Buy or buy, like shit. The Sixers or
I'm
the
allergic
Nets.
to your BS, bro. I'm allergic to your BS. Oh man.
Well, I got some Claritin in the back, but Sixers or Nets in the East. Who y'all buying as the favorites? Actually, they face off tomorrow night, so it should be very fun. What do y'all think, man? Sixers and Nets. Who y'all got? What? What do you want? What do you want to know, G?
I don't got nothing to say.
James Harden playing is.
I don't know how this is a debate.
It's
but
Kyrie Irving playing.
we're here now, so we can talk about it.
Who's playing tomorrow? Is Kyrie and James Harden both playing with KD?
Hey man,
I mean, that's the craziest
that's for you
part,
to look into. I already know who's gonna win.
You only need two of the big three to beat the 76ers. You don't even need all three guys. You just need two of them. Like, I like what the 76ers did, but sometimes you got to have a bit of luck on your side. Like all those guys that couldn't get rings because Jordan was in the league, that might just be the Sixers. You guys can't get rings because the Nets are here. You know what I mean? They just assembled a super team. You know what I'm saying? The fans have spoken.
Yeah. The Sixers have a good team. The Nets have an unbelievable team, bro. Like it's not really fair for your Sixers.
Yeah, go ahead. G, who you got?
Nick, I'm gonna tell you what. Once I was told when I was going through the Miami Heat wave with LeBron James, Wade, and Chris Paul. Remember how Derrick Rose and them boys was looking good, and here comes LeBron James in Miami. Well, that's you now. You're living through that saga with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. No matter how good of a team you try to assemble for the Sixers, bro, you're not beating that, bro. No, Jake, you're not beating that. Nothing is coming out of the East but the Nets.
See, here's what y'all problem is, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all problem is. Y'all think basketball is played on paper, but it's not. It's played on a hardwood. You feel me? For those of y'all don't know, it's played on a hardwood. It's played on a hardwood, right? Where James Harden, he's not on the hardwood. He's not playing, right? So you have the number one ability is availability. James Harden is not available to play. Kyrie Irving, Lord knows what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Sixers. I'm taking the Sixers because you see that the big three hasn't been the big three for a majority of their existence. So, what's the chances all of a sudden everything going to just work out right before the playoffs? Like you said, T, about the Lakers? Yeah, I don't know about all that. Give me the consistency. Give me the consistent team that gets it done all season. And don't act like the Sixers didn't have injuries. My God, Joel Embiid missed plenty of games. And here we are, number one seed, just like I said. And they had it for a minute, but we took it back. And on Wednesday,
it's tied.
Whatever, who got the tiebreaker, ho? Our shit says number one. That's all I know, man. That's all I know.
Yo, this is not even fair to you, bro. This is not even fair to you. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
That's all I know. I'm gonna fight I'm gonna fight the good fight, man. I'm gonna fight the good fight, man. That's what I do. Yeah, man. But
sometimes
it
is what it is, my brother. Sometimes it is what it is. You gotta take that shit to the chin, bro. It's like that three-headed juggernaut, bro. Embiid ain't that strong to do that shit. Unless Ben Simmons magically becomes a crazy scorer, bro, y'all ain't winning.
Man, if one of them, the two of them, don't show up to playoffs, then what are you talking about here? So like I said, we'll see who actually shows up, who plays. That's all I know.
It'll definitely be interesting come playoff time in the NBA. But before we get to the playoffs in the NBA, we're gonna have the NFL draft. So let's switch gears here, fellas. Let's jump leagues real quick. Let's start talking about this NFL draft that we got coming up. There's two big name wide receivers that we're going to talk about first. I got to get everyone's thoughts on these guys, man. I got some opinions myself. We got Chase and we got Smith, man. Who do you guys feel? And we got a bunch of other good receivers in this draft as well. But who do you guys feel stands out in this wide receiver class? Any sleepers? And who are your top picks as far as wide receivers go in this 2021 draft? I'm gonna start with Scruff.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the first one, and that's answering your question of who I like between Jamar Chase and Devonta Smith, or who's the best wide receiver in the draft, if you will. And it's tough for me, man, because I was huge on Jamar Chase, but I've grown to fondly of Devonta Smith, just because I go with the football players that just get it done on tape. And that man's just a football player, man. And he gets the job done. He may not have the measurables. He knew damn well not to go to the combine at his weight. So he's just a football player. He doesn't necessarily have to measure up, but great football players tend to get it done. I think that's what makes players like that. The greats so great. And Devonta Smith has that type of all-time talent to him. Jamar Chase has everything that you need too. I think he'll be great as well. But if you got to give me one sure shot, I'm going to take Devonta Smith.
Yeah, I understand that completely, man. Devonta Smith seems like he's more complete, so to say, than Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase is a baller, though, so don't take that wrong. T, who's the best receiver in this class if it's not Chase or Smith? And if it is one of those two, who you got?
I mean, honestly, the best receiver is Kyle Pitts, but they got him listed as a tight end. But my favorite is Jalen Waddle. It's been my favorite. His stats were better than Devonta Smith's last season before he broke his ankle. And honestly, without Jalen Waddle going down, Devonta Smith doesn't have 1,800 yards and all those touchdowns. He doesn't win. You know what I'm saying? What was that? The Blitnikoff Award or whatever for the receivers. He doesn't get that if Waddle plays. But the fact that he was able to pick up where Waddle left off and become a big play threat consistently, kind of let me know that Smith's legit too. But I like Waddle, man. I mean, just super fast guy. I mean, he's next level fast. You'll see comparisons to Tyreek Hill. He's not Tyreek Hill fast. He's probably a step slower, which is still insanely fast. But when he gets the ball, his acceleration, I mean, it's crazy. If you watch the footage, honestly, the more I watch Waddle, the more I watch Devonta Smith, the more I hate Mac Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, those guys made the game so easy. Watch the Waddle highlights. You know what I'm saying? I know Chase. Let me speak to Chase real quick. Chase is a big play receiver. To me, he looks the part. You know what I'm saying? And amazingly, he's only 6 feet. He might not even be 6 feet, but he's a legit 200 pounds, 210 maybe. He's solid. He looks like a true number one outside threat. He looks like we get in the red zone. You don't have a corner that can defend him. Devonta Smith, I don't know. I haven't seen him in press coverage too often. The times I did see him in press, he didn't really do a lot of fighting. He had some decent releases. But Waddle, man, you can't even press that guy. You can't press him. He's lightning fast. The media is pushing him to the 49ers. I just hate him because everybody else's talent jumps off the tape when you watch Alabama. And Mac Jones kind of looks like a game manager. But I'm going to try to keep this about Waddle. Waddle's my guy. Another guy I like is Kadarius Toney in Florida. They label him as the shiftiest guy in college. He just might be. He reminds me of Curtis Samuel. That's a name for you guys, at least for you, Rome. He reminds me of Curtis Samuel or Deebo Samuel. He's not a polished route runner yet. He's not a finished NFL product. But what you can do is put him in a slot, or hand the ball off to him, or let him punt return, or let him kick return. And you need role players to win games. Everybody you draft isn't going to be a star. You need guys to fill roles. And I think he can come right in and at least back up a guy in the slot and be a starting kick returner and make things happen. So Kadarius Toney will be my sleeper. But my favorite receiver is Waddle, man. He just has something you can't teach. You know, that acceleration. When he gets the ball, defenders, he just separates. Even the fast guys, that doesn't always happen, but happens with Waddle.
Yeah, I like that pick. I definitely like that pick. Waddle is probably the best deep threat in this draft, and it's probably not even really that close.
Not even close.
G, who I know you like LSU receivers, man. I know you were a big fan of OBJ. Who is the best receiver coming out this year? Are you going with the man from LSU or one of these Alabama cats?
I'm gonna have to go. Right now, the Giants are talking about Alabama. We're not going to LSU this time for receiver. We're going to Alabama, and I don't know right now, man. They're talking about Waddle or Smith, and I'm praying to God. I'm praying to God. I called it last time with Saquon, but I'm gonna have to go with the Heisman winner this time around with Smith. Yeah, his size is like questionable, but just pump him some protein, man. That boy get big, you know. Shit, that's all they need. Some good proteins. I ain't saying juice now. He ain't got to be Jose Canseco now. He ain't got to do all of that. My boy just needs to eat some protein. Get that boy at a Spanish restaurant. That boy gonna eat a lot of carbs and beans. He be good. He be all right. He be big up in here in New York. But I'm gonna have to go with the Heisman winner, man. He's gonna gain the weight, man. The kid is he's a Heisman winner for a reason, man. I'm praying that he falls down to the 11th spot. But if we can't get Smith, I'm gonna have to go with Water on that one because these Alabama boys is where, like, I think this class is between A1 and AB. Those are my two guys right now that I'm thinking. I'd rather give Danny Dimes some more weapons, and between those two, Waddle is a better slot receiver right now. But shit, who's to say Smith can't be a better outside guy or slot receiver?
No, he's kind of light. Kind of light. I mean, we know, right? With three of these guys,
I mean,
more than likely, at
going
least
up the
two
middle,
of them are go crazy. At least two are going to be perennial Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, I mean, y'all picking up the top, man. I want to see some talent out here, so I'm gonna go a little deeper on my board. Not too deep, but deep enough that
Terrence Mann.
I'll throw another Terrence Marshall. I was gonna say
Marshall.
Terrence Marshall from LSU, Rondell Moore.
Elijah Moore.
Two guys I like. You know what I'm saying?
Elijah Moore, like, that's my guy.
Yeah, there's a lot
of Jr. Sleeper.
There's a lot of receivers in here that you could go with as some sleepers. But going back to the guys at the top real quick, I would say my favorite receiver coming out this draft is probably going to be Smith. I know he ate a lot because Waddle went down and all that, but something about his route running, this the complete overallness about the position that stands out to me that I would draft him probably before any other receiver. But I'm going to drop a mock draft here in a couple weeks, so I don't want to give too much away on my sleepers, but y'all were dropping some nice ones. Scruff, man, why don't you give me a couple more, man? I know you got some good ones in there.
Man, I just gave them to you. Rondell Moore and Terrence Marshall Jr. That's my two. Terrence Marshall Jr. is a guy that I like a lot, though. So I mean, I'll give you a little bit more on him. He's 6'3". He's fast as shit. He played on that LSU team. He was very productive. He was very productive. He was just as productive as the other two guys that are studs in the NFL. And you know what happens when you play behind studs? You just end up just stepping in and doing all right, but then you kind of get overlooked. And that's the same way I feel about Mac Jones, but different conversation.
I mean, my thing with Terrence Marshall, I'm not sure if he's a first-round pick. I will say it's a lot easier to play receiver in the NFL than it's ever been. I mean, people can't really hit you like they used to coming across the middle. You don't really have to have as much weight. But Marshall, I don't know if he's polished enough to come in there and be an impact player day one that you would want in the first round. I mean, look what happened to Jalen Reagor. He came in there. The kid needs a little more time. I think some of these guys need a little more time, and you draft them on potential, and then the fans go crazy and call them a bust. I think you could see some of that with Terrence Marshall. I mean, he's 6'3". He struggles with the things that the taller receivers do. You know what I'm saying? Getting in and out of breaks on intermediate routes.
It's all perspective, though.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's scheme, it's team, it's ownership. I mean, it's a lot of pieces in play. I would hope he didn't go to the Ravens.
That's a fair point.
If he goes in the first round, let's say if he goes in the first round, obviously he's going to be, you know, people are going to say, oh, they reached. But then you got a guy that goes in the second round, you know, oh, he's a steal. Easily becomes a steal that easy. You know, I take a guy like you take a guy like Jalen Reagor, but he probably should have maybe he was a late first, early second round kind of guy, just like Denzel Mims was, you know. And Denzel Mims fell the second round. Now if he would have been a reach at 21, but he's a steal at 35. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
but he's kind of like a Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk came in and was ready to play.
Exactly. A lot like Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk was really a second round pick, and they decided to pick him in the late first.
But he was ready. I mean, that's also scheme too. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like,
all that factors into where somebody goes.
Right. You came into.
That's why it's nice to have an early second round pick. That's all I'm saying. Terrence Marshall's on the board when the Eagles picked in the second round. Shit, okay. Come on down.
I mean, I like Marshall as a number 3. I like him as a big slot before I move him outside. But I don't think he's ready to come in and carry a team. I could be completely wrong. But I think out of the 3 LSU receivers, him, Jefferson, and Chase, I think he's clearly, you know what I'm saying, the third best out of that group. And the other 2 are like way higher than him.
So looking at this wide receiver class, let's compare it to last year's real quick. Do you think that this class is going to have more of an impact once they're drafted than last year's did? Because I would say, in my opinion, last year's class was kind of a flop.
No, I think this year.
I don't think so.
In year one, I would say.
I don't think so.
I think the receivers last year are better than you're giving them credit for. I'll take last year's crop.
As a whole, though, not just you can't cherry pick the ones that had some good seasons. As a whole, I would say the class wasn't all that.
I mean, who were the misses? All right, we got Ruggs that didn't live up to what we thought.
Jerry Jeudy didn't really live up to it.
But he had nobody throwing him the ball.
That's fair. That's fair, and you can say the same about CeeDee Lamb. But I mean, like I said, in year one, these guys didn't.
CeeDee Lamb
played pretty well, considering that.
CeeDee Lamb looked amazing with all those backups.
At points, he looked amazing. Yeah. At points, he looked amazing.
I don't know. I think CeeDee Lamb could finish better than Jefferson. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
Jefferson. CeeDee Lamb, bro. If you actually watch the game,
about that one.
Get him a quarterback.
I watched plenty of CD.
Bro, he was balling, bro. Like they didn't. Then you got Chase Claypool, T. Higgins. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a bad class at all.
I'm not saying it was bad. I feel like they're underwhelmed.
Laviska Shenault had a very productive season.
Ayuk had a good season. I mean, but to me, that goes
I didn't even mention Jalen Reagor. Shit.
Come on now.
To me, that goes back to this. It's easier to play receiver in the NFL now, right? And once upon a time, the college game didn't fully translate to the NFL game. You know, guys weren't running the complete route tree, that sort of thing. And now, the college coaches, the college offense philosophies have just matriculated to the NFL. It's a lot of spread. It's a lot of wide open. It's a lot of spacing. It's not a whole bunch of I formation and, you know what I'm saying, twin tight ends, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver sets. You know, it's a lot of guys that you can scheme guys open. Just run them in motion now, man. You don't even got
to be quick and fast.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So I think it's a lot easier to play receiver in today's, and it's harder to play corner. And if you look at last year's draft class, those corners didn't really live up to the expectation.
When do they ever though? It's damn near impossible to play corner in the NFL now. You can't do nothing.
There's always a few guys that you know rise out of the pack, but I think corner has a much wider learning curve now because it's so much that these guys throw at you.
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple of really great corners in this year's draft, but I'm not even going to get into that right now because that's a whole nother conversation. But just know there's a couple good corners in this year's draft. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Really,
we'll have to put the corner talk on the shelf for now because I can deep dive into that. We don't have all that much time. But is there anything else anybody wants to get in on these receivers on this receiver class? I believe we're going to do a live mock possibly coming up here in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to drop a mock draft. I know Bryce is cooking something up.
I can't wait for that live mock, man. That live mock, I can't wait. We did it last year. I don't know how many viewers we had. We probably, I don't know. It went crazy. It was fun. So it must have been fun for the fans too. So I can't wait.
Word. That joint's going to be litty. All
I'm going to say, watch out for Elijah Moore.
Okay.
That's one of my sleepers for this year's draft.
You sound like you know him personally. You grew up with him? Guess not.
Just a little bit. Little nephew from down the block up the street.
Oh, okay. Must be explain why you actually knew his name.
Baby Eli. But let's get into a fun segment now, man. Let's jump off the sports. You know, you came for the sports, you stayed for the culture. If you're still with us, I appreciate you. Let's get into one of my favorite segments, the this or that. And typically we do this or that with sports, but we're gonna do this or that a little differently. And we're gonna throw some food items out there to get it started and let's see where you guys land. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear from the viewers. So first things first, man, that classic debate, that classic controversy when you go out and get that appetizer, man. You're getting the wings, but is it the drums or is it the flats? Which one is it for you guys? You know what I'm saying? The drums or the flats?
Oh, it's drums all day, man, and it's perfect for me because my wife loves the flats. So we already got it worked out. Whenever we get the appetizer, we know who's getting what.
Okay. So one for the drums. What about you, Scrap?
Man, you gotta be a basic ass nigga to get to fuck with the drums, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Yo, it's gotta be the flats, bro. It's not even a question, bro. Honestly, you know how they say food tastes change over years and stuff. When I was younger, when I was a young bull, when I was a young, premature young bull, I used to eat the drums all day. Drums, boom, drums. But then I grew up and I started realizing that the deeper things, the better things, just take a little bit more work, man. The flat meat is just so much more tender, bro. You just got to have your technique down, bro. Because if you don't know how to eat the flat right, you're going to do it disservice because you're going to leave a whole bunch of meat on the bone. You know those people that be like, I'm done the wings, and they be like a whole bunch of wings still on the bone. I don't know, man. If you say drums, I question your wing eating ability, but yeah, there's technique to it. I can show you. I'll make a YouTube video if y'all want to. I'll show y'all my wing eating technique.
When it comes to wings, I don't have a real preference. For the purpose of this segment, I will pick drums. That's what I do with my wife. But I mean, anybody that knows me when it comes to chicken, just give me the chicken, bro. I don't give a damn. Like wings, flats, barbecue, buffalo, ranch, blue cheese. There is no this or that for me when it comes to chicken. It's just I eat it.
That's fair, man. I think it's definitely a little more technique to eating that flat than eating the drum. What you think, G?
I'm gonna have to go with flats, man. With flats, you could just scoop a little bit more sauce. Scoop a little bit more sauce. That's what makes the flat so much better.
I'm the opposite. I feel like the drum scoop a little better. You could just swirl that thing in there, be falling off the drumstick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
I don't have a preference either. But if I had to pick, I think I'm gonna go flats. Like it's just more skin, more fat. Like I don't know, the flat just tastes a little better.
And you be a little bit more bougie with a flat. You put one pinky up while you do that. Compared to the whole grip. Let's go.
All right. So we know. All right, so we got the wings down. Let's go next. This is a classic one too, man. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles. That's why they have chicken and waffle, not pancake and chicken.
So the waffle is clearly better than the pancake.
By a long shot.
Not at all.
I gotta go pancakes. I gotta go pancakes.
You feel me,
right,
bro?
bro.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with Rome, bro. Pancakes, bro. IHOP pancakes, bro, are just so soft, bro. And then you can like swag them out, like blueberry pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes, banana walnut pancakes. What you trying to do? You can't do all that to waffles, like you know what I'm saying? Waffles are just like basic, like you know what I'm saying?
What about the Belgian waffle? You know what I'm saying?
But
Big fluffy
waffles.
Belgian.
Well, I only eat waffles when I eat chicken and waffles. Otherwise, I don't eat them.
Oh
right?
man.
They need the chicken. Hey, can we throw the third party in here? Can I vote for French toast?
That's fair, actually.
Oh my god! Ew.
No, you
French
cannot
toast
vote
might
for
be better than
French toast.
pancakes for real.
No, sir. You cannot vote for French toast. We have an international house of pancakes. We have a waffle house. We don't have no French toast village or French toast shack. Like
Yo,
we don't have
yo,
nothing French toast.
yo,
Yes,
Rome,
yes.
me and Rome, man, yo, come up with the bands. We gonna start French Toast House and or something.
French toast tower, something is coming.
All right. So is an IHOP pancake better than a Waffle House waffle, or is the Waffle House waffle better than the IHOP pancake?
That's a tough
Nah,
one.
IHOP Waffle House has better food, period. But the waffle versus the pancake is definitely, I'll take the International House of Pancake over a Waffle House waffle any day.
That's a fact. Them pancakes be so fluffy and buttery. I don't know what they do, but that IHOP pancake. And you get the, you know what I'm saying? You get the different syrups. You get the butter pecan and all that. Yeah, the French Toast Shack.
French Toast Shack, let's
French
go.
Toast. They
Let's
try to
go.
get a food truck for French toast, slinging French toast sticks. Terrible.
Let's do it. That should be good as hell. The thick toast.
Hey, this one caused a lot of controversy in the meeting. I wasn't expecting it. But fries or tater tots?
Oh, this is interesting. I wasn't even in the meeting, so I don't even think nobody knows my answer yet.
But
I'm gonna go with tater
tots.
tots.
About curly fries? Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
Tots all day, bro.
Singular hash brown.
Tots? Yo.
Tots, let's go. Tots, hash browns. I don't even finish my fries, bro. Again, can I vote third party? Can we get onion rings in here?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like tots don't even belong out of all fried potato foods. Tots has got to be at the bottom of the barrel, bro. Like, got to be, bro. Like, I'm taking curly fry. First of all, curly fries over all fries. Curly, waffle, sweet potato, and then everything else. Onion rings, French fries, fucking crinkle cut fries. Anything.
Steak fries.
The little smiley face Jones. Anything.
Like Bubba Gump with the fries.
Bubba Gump with the fries, though.
Oh man.
Anything. If you eat tater tots, I'm assuming like you just never left childhood. You're just still 7.
Hey, I mean the tater tot ain't nothing but a remixed hash brown. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yes.
It's a cylinder shaped hash brown, correct.
But them tater tots so clutch. I think Napoleon Dynamite took him in his pocket out of lunch, man. Like,
oh my God.
I felt him. He ain't want to share him either. Like I felt him.
Yeah,
What
that man had
not carrying tater tots in your pockets.
I got some right now.
Oh my God.
I mean, I ain't never had a pocket full of tots, but it's not above me.
You got kids now, sir. I get you on that.
Hey, them tots clutch though, man. But
that's terrible.
Y'all got any food debates we can settle right now once and for all?
Oh, I got some this or that. So
done.
I don't know about food though.
All right, how would you say, G?
How about well done or medium well done? Or medium rare?
Oh, how you like the steak?
Ooh.
Yes.
Medium rare. If you only give me 2 options, then I'm going medium rare.
Yeah.
If I gotta go medium rare or well done, I'm going well done. All right.
Oh my God.
If I gotta go medium rare, right? That's the bright pink.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good on the bright pink. I can do the medium. I can do the warm pink. The warm pink. Oh my man,
I might as well give you a leather shoe.
Medium is the
no
way to
rare.
go.
Medium
I
rare.
do. But what I've been told, man, is that if you go to like a place like a like a Ruth Chris or like a Capitol Grill, and you get like a well done steak, you might as well just fucking throw your money out. Like you might as well just burn that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? You gotta get medium rare, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. Like that's.
I think that's one of the biggest like misconceptions. Like at the end of the day, right? It's about how the food tastes to you. It's not about how the food tastes to the masses. So if the food isn't visually appealing to you with all that pink, get it well done because you're not going to enjoy it, even if it does actually taste better, right? Because you eat with your eyes first. You see all that pink, it's not going to hit the same. It's not.
Well, here's the thing: if you're going to spend that much money on a steak and you're going to get it well done, just don't go. The steak might not be your thing, then, bro. Like straight up.
Nah, man.
Yeah, he's not lying.
Hey, done's got to be for somebody. Otherwise, they wouldn't even give that option, bro.
Right.
Like somebody out here is eating well done steaks.
You can't make.
You want to go get a well done steak? Go to Chili's. You don't go to Ruth Chris. All right.
If you make the French Toast Shack, they only gonna have well done steak. All right. Ain't no option. Ain't no option.
Bro, eating a well done steak is eating like a leather wallet. That's how tough it is.
No, I ain't say burn it. I ain't say burn the steak up, but
you might as well eat a cheeseburger at that point, man.
Some people eat that cheeseburger medium.
We got one from the 6 man.
This look like a man from Dubai chiming in.
Pizza versus burger.
Pizza versus burger. You gotta go pizza.
Pizza all day. It's not.
Gotta go pizza.
That's not even close.
That's not even fair. Pizza against anything is tough. But what about burgers kind of or tacos? Burgers or tacos?
Oh, burgers or tacos?
Because I'm gonna
just because I'm Mexican.
That's not fair either. You can switch tacos up too much, man. Give me shrimp tacos, fish tacos.
You can switch burgers up. Oh nah, you can't really switch burgers.
Not like that. I gotta go
burger. Egg on a burger.
I gotta go with the burger.
I want to go with the burger. I'm a burger guy, but I mean, like, tacos got so many variations.
We are definitely counting shrimp tacos, bro. Yes,
the real
that's what I'm saying.
All tacos are fair game.
Soft tortilla or the hard shell taco?
Depends how you feeling, bro.
Soft.
It's never the hard shell.
Soft. Why would you get a hard shell for? That's disgusting.
Hey, G, you can speak to this more than I can, but I heard the hard shell ain't even really. What's up with the hard shell?
Y'all ever had the birria tacos? Look, with the sauce on them, the birria. Y'all don't know about that shit in DC, man.
Nah.
I need to find out. I like tacos.
As a Latino man, it's blasphemous for you to get a hard shell taco and bring it to your house. Like. You get your Latino card taken away. What is wrong with you? You don't do that.
That's some Taco Bell shit. I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
You don't do that shit.
All right, But here's the real question, though, because G, that's real. Well, you were certified. But here's the real question, though. G, do you mess with the corn tortillas or the flour tortillas, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Both. Because you got to do both. See, listen now.
Hold on, both at the same time.
Listen. All right. So if you're gonna do like cooked steak and shrimp tacos, you got to go with the corn tortilla, right?
Tortillas, yeah.
But if you're gonna do the flour tortillas are more for like breakfast. That's like you spread like some refried beans, some eggs, some sour cream. That's what in Honduras they call it a baleada. It's like the ultimate breakfast. It's fucking the heftiest breakfast you could ever have in your life.
Hold on, how you say that again, man? You gotta teach me and the viewers.
Baleadas.
Oh, I thought.
Google this. No, like it's literally a big ass flour tortilla, like the size of my head, and the inside it's refried beans, eggs, scrambled eggs. You could throw steak in there if you want, with some sour cream. And avocado. It's huge. Like all you need is one and you're good to go.
Hey, that sounds like something I try.
These niggas is funny as Yo, I cannot, bro. Yo, I cannot.
My man said I do them both at the same time. I ain't mad at you, bro.
You gotta do both. It depends on who house you in, but you do both.
Y'all got any last bids out there?
This is what happens when you're a mutt. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got some this or that. So I didn't know we were keeping it on food, but I got some this or that's for y'all though.
All right, let's throw a couple more out there before we
all
talk.
Right. This one, I think is going to be a little interesting. I really want to know what everybody's going to say on this one. Growing up, we all watched cartoons, but this or that, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Nickelodeon, easy.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
What?
Ooh, I gotta go, Nick. I'm with you, Scruff. I'm with you. Nickelodeon, man. Nickelodeon. The Rugrats, all that, Iroh Monsters, all that. Yeah, come on. Nickelodeon.
Cartoon Network gave you Batman. Yeah, and you got Toonami, and you got Batman.
Cartoon Network single-handedly created the anime culture in America.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I can give them all that credit, but they definitely help. Help.
Adult Swim, man.
Yo, oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, who let this man on TV? Who let this
man? Go ahead.
Yo,
all right, and then another one I had was Marvel or DC. Throw that one out there too before we get out of here.
DC.
Marvel.
DC.
Ooh, so we same again. I got to go with Marvel. You already know that though.
You talking about movies? Or we talking about comic books? What we talking about here, bro?
All of it. You gotta throw all of it in. Comics, movies, TV shows, all of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Marvel.
I gotta go DC, man.
It's tough because they both got classic heroes. Like I love Batman, but I'm a Batman guy. But I gotta go Marvel overall, man. I think
Marvel got some lames like a man that got bit by a spider, a guy that could talk to fish. Like they got a few lames.
I mean, every superhero got some lames.
Got that too.
What are you talking about? The man that talks to fish is definitely DC.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Man, that's your boy.
They both got.
He's the lamest. Yo, that might be a topic for another day. Who's the lamest superhero? Period. I say Aquaman is definitely it.
Yeah, he's in that conversation.
It's definitely between Aquaman and Spidey, man.
He should get rough. He go down and talk to the fish.
Oh, that's funny.
Spider-Man a lame. He let his uncle die. He a scrub. He ain't go back and get that in blood. He a scrub.
Did Batman ever get to get back for his parents?
Oh, chill.
I don't remember that story.
You know what? T tried to say before the show that that he said Spider-Man was grieving too long, man. But Batman was on that same type time, bro. So you feel me?
Batman's still grieving right now.
Batman
still sulking, brooding. That man.
in this era of mental health, I'm appalled at you guys. I'm not letting my man.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
If he wants to grieve by fighting crime and being a vigilante, by all means.
Hey, for all I know, Batman is under investigation. I don't know how old Robin is. How old is Batgirl supposed to be? What is this man doing? Him and Alfred in that Batcave?
Oh, nah. Oh, man.
The Rock or Stone Cold. Okay. The Rock, bro. The Rock.
The Stone Cold. You crazy? Stone Cold's the reason why I drink beer now. Smash some shit.
The Rock.
Bro, the answer is definitely The Rock. But Stone Cold was pretty badass when he used to get the beers from people like, yo, you want to get a beer?
Stone Cold is the only reason why I can't wait to go bald.
All right.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
All right. This one back from my day. Sonic or Mario?
Ooh, Sonic.
Ooh.
I gotta go Sonic.
Mario.
Nah, I gotta go Sonic. I was even when I was younger, man. I was never too big into Mario. I mean, I love Mario. Obviously, it was an integral part of my childhood. You couldn't play a game and not play Mario, but I was always a Sonic guy, man. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles was my shit.
Yeah, I feel you. I like them too, but I'm over Mario, man.
Yeah, come
Well,
on, man.
wait, like Mario Kart though? Like,
Hey, I mean, it's
like, time out. Are we talking about Mario Kart or the N64? Because that might be one of the best video games ever. Because I'll play that over a lot. Like,
Hey, go ahead, get strawberry. It's me.
It's me, Mario.
yo, if my barber, you watching right now, man? Fuck you, man.
Oh man.
Yo, son. Oh shit. Oh wow.
The curls peeking out, man. This shit's getting real. That's cool. You sound like Wario. Yeah, whatever, man.
Oh shit.
Whatever. You look like Bowser. Fuck out of here. Ah, damn.
Yo, son.
You trying to come for you though. I was talking about Bryce, but that's not wrong. He looked like Blastoise, like from the Pokemon and shit. Fully evolved. We wearing blue too. Fully evolved version.
That's the evolved version of Squirtle, right?
Yeah, he was badass,
Yeah.
bro. That's the other diss or that you gotta ask is which Pokemon you choose. Is you choosing Squirtle? Is you choosing Charmander? Or is you choosing, I guess, was it Ivysaur or something like that?
Ivysaur.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
You know? Oh, Bulbasaur.
I mean, are we picking? Are we picking right now?
I would never pick that one. I always take Squirtle, bro. That's my guy.
I gotta go Charmander.
Real ones go Charmander, bro.
I gotta go Charmander.
Yes.
See, you can't rock with
the man evolves into a flying dragon.
Because the first guy you got to run into is the rock dude. You can't burn rocks with fire, so you know what I'm saying. What
you beat him with the Bulbasaur, but Bulbasaur move was the Vine Whip, and that ain't really sit too well with me, so I couldn't. My favorite attack can't be Vine Whip. Go ahead, G.
Go ahead, bro. Bryce having too much fun on his day off, man.
Yeah, he got all the lookalikes. We're gonna figure out who Bryce looks like by next show. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, we're gonna hold off the this or that before we give out all the good stuff. So we're gonna hold it off to the next time, man. But yeah, it's been a fun episode, man. Thanks to everybody tuning in at home. Bryce is on 1,000,000. He definitely feeling good. You know what I'm saying? He all reserved. Bryce be like this on the show though. He'd be like.
Oh, that's funny.
Nah. Bryce look like Geo dude.
Well, actually, he should look like Geo dude. Good playing,
Mr.
Bro.
Big Leaguer.
Oh man.
Quit playing. Wax on, wax off. But yeah, man. Thanks to everybody tuning in at home, yo. Go ahead and follow us on GoodAssSports, man. Twitter been jumping lately. You know what I'm saying? Instagram's always jumping. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube is super jumping. Super duper jumping. But yeah, man, get you a gas hat if you haven't got one, man. We got like a couple more in stock. Corona, some people taking the virus, some people not. Either way, stay masked up. Gas masks on sale right now for $10. I'll tell you what, the first person to DM me right here on that joint right there, this one over here, boom. First person that DMs me, I'm sending you a gas mask for free. I'm feeling generous. All right. But yeah, besides that, stay tuned to the next time, fellas. You know how we sign it off, man. Sports for the culture.
Sports for the culture.
Culture.
Sports for the culture.